experience with allergies before going to the Hudson Health and Wellness Center was seeing a specialist, and that consisted of weekly allergy shots in his office in the med center, so I could walk down to the emergency room and wait for about 45 minutes to see if I had a reaction. I had antihistamines. I had 2 daily asthma inhalers because I also have asthma. I had an emergency inhaler, and I had a daily asthma pill. And the asthma pill caused migraines, so I had to decide, do I want to sleep tonight or do I want to breathe tonight? It was, symptoms were a lot like my mother's. Every 6 to 8 weeks, sinus infections, missing work because of it, just misery to me, not being able to be outdoors and enjoy all of this great weather. My symptoms affected my daily life because I struggled to breathe. I have an allergy and asthma, and exercise-induced asthma. I'm allergic to just about everything outdoors, so I couldn't be outdoors hiking or going on a picnic, or something as simple as mowing the grass and doing yard work were things that I couldn't do. Managing my symptoms and incorporating that into my daily life were difficult because I had to take time off of work in order to go get the allergy shots every single solitary week. When I had routine sinus infections, so it was then taking more time off of work to go to a doctor to get antibiotics for this, or to get steroids so I could breathe if it got so bad. It was very difficult to manage a full-time job plus these symptoms. In going to other physicians, it seemed like it was more of a nuisance to treat allergies. Like, this is something you're just going to have to deal with, and this is our regimen, and we do not deviate from our regimen. What made me seek out more natural approaches was going to an endocrinologist for treatment. I suspected I had hypothyroidism, and the treatment that I was on, I did not feel like it was working. I was getting worse and worse. I had no energy to do anything. My symptoms were even worse. And one day after seeing the doctor, he told me it was all in my head and wanted to give me antidepressants for it, because naturally I was depressed. I couldn't go outside and participate in anything. I had to take time off of work, so my career suffered, so I could go to the doctor. And I was very downtrodden one day, so my sister recommended that I access about.com and read what people were saying about doctors, and I thought, there's got to be something better than all of these drugs that I'm taking. And that's when I discovered the Hudson Health and Wellness Center was about.com. People actually wrote in what they thought of their doctor, and it seemed like they were saying the same thing consistently. They listen, they treat the whole person. I originally came to the Hudson Health and Wellness Center because in my mind, my thyroid was worse than my allergies and asthma. I thought the treatment that I was undergoing for allergies and asthma was just normal. It was part of the process. I was going to have sinus infections, I was going to sneeze, I was going to take steroids for this for the rest of my life. And I went through the questionnaire with the phone nurse, and we finally got to the point about allergies and asthma. And she said, "Do you have allergies?" And I said to her, "Well, sure, I have allergies, but I'm seeing a specialist for that, so you don't even have to worry about, this is something that we have to look at. You don't have to worry about it." And she said, "Oh, you're seeing a specialist?" And she asked me about my treatment. I said, "Yes, I'm seeing a specialist for my allergies and my asthma." And she said, "Great, you have asthma too. Let me just write that down, because we treat the whole patient here." So I was very skeptical that my allergies and asthma could be treated any more successfully than it was already being treated. My first impression at the Hudson Health and Wellness Center was, am I in the wrong place? People listened to me. The doctor was interested in hearing about all of my symptoms and took time with me. It wasn't just, "Oh, I'm going to be here for 5 minutes. Quickly tell me what's the problem." We spent a lot of time together. They listened. How they treated my allergies at the Hudson Health and Wellness Center was with allergy testing. We did skin testing initially. I've done skin testing with other allergy providers as well. But they did the skin testing, and they mixed up allergy drops. He asked me, "Have you ever taken sublingual drops?" And I said, "No. For over 13 years, I've taken allergy shots every week." And I was so relieved to hear I wasn't going to have to go into a doctor's office anymore to take weekly allergy shots. And he wrote me a prescription for an emergency asthma inhaler and said, "I've got this great over-the-counter thing, magnesium citrate, that is going to help you with your asthma symptoms." My asthma is exercise, allergy-induced, and aspirin-induced. And shockingly, and to this day, I do not need an allergy inhaler. I take sublingual drops every day and magnesium citrate religiously for my asthma. I have been symptom-free, allergy and asthma for, oh my goodness, a month after I started at the Hudson Health and Wellness Center, which has been about 15 years now. I love spring. I love fall. I can be outdoors. My husband and I recently went hiking in Austria, and I could be outdoors all day around the different pines, spruces, cedar trees without so much as sneezing. It was amazing. I never thought we'd get to this point. The overall approach from other doctors to healthcare that I've been to outside of the Hudson Health and Wellness Center appears to me to be dictated by the insurance company. It is not a wellness approach, in my opinion. It is nothing but let's treat your symptoms for the moment, not let's prevent how this is going to come back. And at the Hudson Health and Wellness Center, it is not only about treating the symptoms, but treating the person so these symptoms don't keep recurring. To me, that is healthcare. At the Hudson Health and Wellness Center, there are tools available, which I've not been to any other doctor where those tools are available. If I'm having an issue, I can call anytime and I can talk to a phone nurse. The nice part is sometimes you don't even have to go in to see the doctor. You talk to the phone nurse about what you're experiencing and your regimen can be tweaked right then and there. Where that's not the case with any other healthcare provider that I've seen. It's making an appointment, so it's going to be 2 weeks before you can get in. Come in, we might have to do blood work again. Well, I'm wondering what's going to change in 2 more weeks that we have to do blood work again. Then it's waiting for something else to happen. So when the blood work comes back, what medicine do we want to give this person? And by that, you're almost a month in, and on risking antibiotics again, risking the treatment of steroids again, instead of preventing all of this from happening. I feel great today. I can be outside. I never thought I'd be able to mow my own yard and not be flat on my back for the next 2 days with an antihistamine and asthma inhalers. I would highly recommend the Hudson Health and Wellness Center to anybody suffering from allergies. The point of suffering is to figure out you don't have to suffer. To sum up my experience, they listen. They treat the whole person. They're looking to prevent illness. And that's what I think this is all about. I got my life back. My husband will tell you, I got my life back.